Okay. Hey everyone, welcome to the induction ceremony for Alpha Lambda Delta. We have 4 chapters being inducted today. Hawaii Pacific University, University of Pittsburgh at Bradford, University of Portland, and Samford University. So welcome to everybody. My name is Eileen Merberg, and I'm the Executive Director of Alpha Lambda Delta. We're headquartered in the Rochester, New York area. Welcome again. We're happy to have you here. Co-facilitating with me this afternoon is Anthony Helms, and I'll have him introduce himself.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Anthony Helms. I'm the Assistant Dean of the Honors College at Western Michigan University. We're located here in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and I am here in my role as President-elect of the Board of Directors. I've had the privilege of serving the board in 2 different roles prior to this, and I'm preparing to assume the president's duties at our annual meeting in June. So I'm excited to be back with ALD. It's a wonderful organization. It invests a lot in our campus community, and it's wonderful to work with the national headquarters who expand this opportunity across the world now. It's been wonderful to work with Dr. Merberg for several years now to see the growth of this wonderful organization, and it's a big year for us. So thank you for allowing me to spend some time with you this afternoon.
Awesome, great. Yes, a big year. We are 100 years old. We don't look it. No, we're we were founded in 1924, so it's a big celebration year for us. So, and all of your certificates, if you're getting certificates, will have that marked on it this year. So let us get started. Let me just give you a little bit of idea. I think we've said in all our communication that the ceremony is about a half an hour or so, 20 to 30 minutes tops. We are going to go through our process of inducting new members. We're going to watch a little video. It's about a 4-minute video of which Anthony is in. From the national organization, welcoming all new members. I'll take a few minutes to talk about member benefits, some of them at the national level. Anthony will talk a little bit about the benefits and engagement you can maybe look for at the local level, and then we'll close it up. So that is our ceremony today. All right. Alpha Lambda Delta is a national society which honors high academic achievement in the first year of college. The purpose of the organization is to encourage superior academic achievement among students in their first year in institutions of higher education, and to promote intelligent living and a continued high standard of learning. ALD assists students in recognizing and developing meaningful goals for their roles in society.
Alpha Lambda Delta was founded as an honor society in 1924 at the University of Illinois by the Dean of Women, Mariah Leonard. It soon became a national organization as chapters were established at Purdue University in 1926 and at DePaul University in 1927. Growth of the society has continued with more than 400 chapters recognized. These candidates who are now presented for induction have attained the higher standard required by Alpha Lambda Delta and are worthy to be recognized by both their institution and ALD for their notable achievement and scholarship.
We are here to inform the inductees concerning our organization and to ask them to take the pledge to make the best possible use of your education. The initials of our name stand for the Greek words Aleloi Lampedia Diadosusin, which stands for the motto, "We shall pass our torches on one to another."
The insignia of Alpha Lambda Delta represents a lighted candle. The golden base of the candle signifies honesty and integrity, which are the foundation on which we build. The shaft of our candle signifies strength and courage. The light of our candle signifies truth and wisdom, which can dispel ignorance and superstition and give us the insight to live well in our time.
The red represents the burning flame of knowledge, the white represents the search for truth, and the gold represents the strong base of honor. These, our 3 colors, symbolize the standards held by members of Alpha Lambda Delta.
Your education is the means by which you learn to recognize the wonders of science, to appreciate the beauty of great literature and art, to use well your own language, to learn the lessons of past history, to speak and read the languages of others, to study the social and political forces of our world, and to discuss the thought and the philosophy of other ages. Through these means, you can evaluate the forces and standards of your generation and learn to live significantly.
We now wish to induct individually the students who have earned the privilege of becoming members of your institution's chapter of Alpha Lambda Delta. So what we'll do is together we'll recite the pledge. So wherever you are, you can stay muted, but you can read along with me, read it aloud if you'd like. But this is the Alpha Lambda Delta pledge. I accept membership into National Alpha Lambda Delta, understanding that in doing so, I assume the responsibility of continuing to maintain its standards of service, of diligence, and of integrity. I pledge to promote high scholarship and to use my education for the benefit of my community, my nation, and the world in which we live. Okay, hopefully you read along, and now is your chance to commit to that pledge as new members of Alpha Lambda Delta. And so what we're going to do now is to share some slides for each of the chapters participating today and share your names. And so when you see your name, look for your name. And when you see your name, if you could please type in chat the words "I accept."
All right, you have now recorded your induction into Alpha Lambda Delta on the 5th day of April 2024. Congratulations. May you find in the years ahead the rewards of the educated person: imagination, adventure, humor, compassion, and understanding. May you have acceptance in your dealings with all persons, generosity in giving to those in need, and insight into the feelings of others. In relating your education to the world in which you live, you can make a meaningful contribution to society.
Congratulations, everyone. Very exciting. A lot of names. Okay, so as I mentioned, we're going to switch over real quick to a welcome.
Congratulations, new members of Alpha Lambda Delta.
Welcome to our organization, and congratulations on your hard work this past semester. it's truly paid off.
Congratulations on your induction into Alpha Lambda Delta.
Hello, and congratulations on your academic achievement. May today be the beginning of your journey with Alpha Lambda Delta.
We are here today, first and foremost, to celebrate your accomplishments, what you have been able to do as individuals. So I'd like to speak to a couple of you in the room. Typically, in my induction ceremonies here at Western, students typically fall in two buckets. I don't want to generalize or overgeneralize, but allow me to speak to at least two audiences, and some of you may fall out inside the margins here. First, a lot of you graduate high school with all the expectations in the world that you are going to do tremendously well in college, and that's outstanding. I hope you feel validated. You should. All the accomplishments, all the hard work you did in high school, all of that led and prepared you for college success. And today, you're here because you've earned that. I'd also like to talk to the students who may have been a little bit more like me, who college sounded great coming out of high school, but I doubted myself. I doubted my ability. I wasn't sure if I could stand alongside other college students and earn the same grades as them. And overall, just scared of failure. Let's be a little bit honest. But guess what? You're in here with all the other folks that have those high expectations for themselves. And nobody's experience is better or worse than the others, but I hope you take a moment to appreciate that. You are exactly where you belong. You're in the room. You made it. You're here for a reason.
Induction into ALD is a noteworthy accomplishment. Not only have you earned membership in this preeminent honor society, but you did it during what is arguably the hardest year of college. First, I work with hundreds of first-year students every year. I impress upon each of them the importance of community, finding purpose. I explain the value of mentors, professional development, and service to their local communities. Your home chapter will provide you with all these things and more. I have little doubt that membership in ALD will be the first of many accomplishments and accolades earned on your path to graduation.
Get involved with your chapter. Explore the leadership opportunities offered. Also take some time to explore the variety of resources on the Alpha Lambda Delta website. Seek out opportunities that will allow you to build on your skills and ones that will allow you to give back to the community. Take full advantage of your membership in this National Academic Honor Society. Congratulations on your achievement.
You have joined an amazing honor society, and kudos to you for all that you've accomplished so far in your college career. Alpha Lambda Delta, or we like to call it ALD, is filled with some amazing opportunities just for you, so make sure to get involved.
I hope you take the time to learn about what the national organization and, more importantly, what your chapter has to offer. Participate. Connect with others from different disciplines that share a common level of intellectual curiosity. Engage. Participate in a service project, whether it be assisting others in their first year transition or a community campus service project. Give back. Lead. Get involved with your chapter by sharing your ideas, your talents, and your skills. Inspire. Consider taking on a chapter leadership role. Participate in ALD webinars and develop those leadership skills that will serve you well beyond graduation in your personal and professional life. You have a fire inside you, and now is the time to shine. Congratulations, and welcome to Alpha Lambda Delta.
Congratulations. Welcome to the Alpha Lambda Delta family.
Welcome to our organization, and again, congratulations.
Okay. Hi, we're gonna, Danielle, can you see if you can mute everybody? There we go, thanks. Hi, everybody. So while I'm here sharing a website before I go back to the PowerPoint, I mentioned that I would talk a little bit about our national resources. So just try and keep muted, thank you. We can take questions at the end if you do have questions. So I'm just going to highlight just a few things. There is a lot of information, a lot of resources for you as a member on our website. So just maybe in your free time, look up our website and all that it has for you, nationalald.org. So nationalald.org. is the main page and homepage. So I like to point out 3 of the many benefits nationally, 3 of the big ones. So the first one is scholarships. We do get a lot of questions about scholarships. So that is our webpage for scholarships. We offer 3 different kinds of scholarships. You would be eligible in the starting next year. So if you're a new student joining this year, you might want to look at TRO and STEMLR for next year. They'll both be on our website. The deadline for TRO was April 1st, or is always April 1st, at least for now. It might even be later next year. March 1st is STEMLR, that's for study abroad. And then graduate fellowships are for graduate school. But just know that you are a member of Alpha Lambda Delta for life. So even if you don't go to grad school right away out of undergrad, 10 years go by and you decide you want to go to law school or medical school or business school, you can apply for and receive ALD graduate fellowships at any point in your life. And then the last thing I like to point out on this page is just a link to external scholarships, lots of opportunities for scholarships that aren't Alpha Lambda Deltas, but there's a lot of money out there for high achieving students, so check out that page as well. The second thing I'd like to highlight is our Perks program. This is an exclusive benefit for Alpha Lambda Delta members. You do need to sign up for it or opt into it, but I would say why not? So hop on over to that and sign up for this. It's a sort of what it sounds like, coupons and perks and discounts on all sorts of products, movie tickets, oil changes, food, restaurants, all sorts of things, health and wellness products, travel. So we get a lot of feedback from students that they find this very useful. You can save thousands of dollars if you used it a lot. So again, you do need to opt into it, but it does come with your membership. Go to ALD Perks and register for it. And last but not least is our leadership certificate program. So this may be something you're interested right now, or maybe it's something next year or in the future, but it will be available for you. It's a online self-paced leadership development program, mini courses that you can complete, again, all online. And if you do complete 10 out of 12 of the topics, these are the topics. If you complete 10 out of 12, you get a certificate so that you can be considered nationally certified, and then your name appears on our directory, which looks like that. You get your name listed on our website. So I encourage you to check those out. We just did that. So those are the 3 on that slide that I just mentioned. The 3 more that I didn't mention, but I'm just going to share this screen, is our career conversations. We have some career development opportunities and resources for you. We do have a host of partners that offer a lot of benefits to student members. So check out our partners page. And then, especially this time of year, but maybe not for you because you're not graduating probably in May, but when you do graduate, look for honor regalia to wear. The next thing I want to mention is our social media. We would love a follow. And in fact, about 10 minutes ago, we just posted on Instagram, I think actually all our channels, a post welcoming all of you, specifically the 4 chapters participating today. So that post just went up a few minutes ago. So naming your university. So we'd love a follow and engagement on our social media. We're at National ALD. Okay, heads up that the next screen is going to be important. If you want to take a screenshot of it, we're recording this, and you'll get a link to YouTube to the recording for this. But just FYI, the next screen is going to be specific information about your chapter. So for the most part, most chapters, not all chapters, print certificates anymore. You can always download your own, but information about your certificate and a pin that you get for membership, because you're an online ceremony, you may be meeting in person on campus to pick this material up. And so the next slide is going to be just sort of specific things. So Hawaii Pacific, forgot about this. You don't have to pick it up. It's being shipped to you directly. So you're going to get your certificate and pin in the mail, but here's your contact on campus. So Pittsburgh, Bradford, go to this location. Portland, they're going to offer some sessions for you to pick up. And Samford is also doing an event. You may have already heard about these things, but maybe take a screenshot so you can have the advisor name and email if you need more information about that. Okay. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Anthony for a few minutes.
Thanks, Dr. Merberg. And just congratulations to everybody. This is a lot of fun. I'm glad to see so many new names as part of our organization. We had our induction ceremony at Western in late February and had I think we had about 180, 190 people in person, but then we had a bunch that couldn't make it. And so all this cord pickup and pin pickup sounds very familiar. That's been my last couple weeks in the office. So, but congratulations. Welcome to Alpha Lambda Delta. I want to share a couple things, just suggestions on how to get involved, how to think about your steps forward with this organization. And I won't repeat the stuff I had in the video. That's very nerve-wracking to watch, actually, Dr. Merberg. But so I do want to point out that all of you have achieved a high level of academic excellence, and that's the benchmark for this, your lifetime members, and now you can just enjoy the benefits moving forward, but most importantly, encourage others to follow in your footsteps and to achieve that same level of success during that first year in college. It's important, right? It's the best indicator we have overall as educators of how you're going to do with your college careers, how well you do that first year. So congratulations. Again, hate to refer to the video that I just saw myself, but you're in the room. So I'm happy for all of you. Another thing I really love about ALD is the diversity of chapters. Dr. Merberg has expanded this internationally now. That we had our first international chapter join a couple years ago. We have historically Black colleges and universities here. We have faith-based organizations. We have public research institutions like myself. We have flagship universities, and we have starting to work with two-year colleges, right? So we have chapters that represent the communities that you're a part of. And I think that's a unique way to think about how you want to move forward as an ALD member, and hopefully soon, maybe an officer or a leader within your chapter, is how can we make our Alpha Lambda Delta chapter reflect and support the community that we're a part of and invest in that. And so, you can make your chapter look like your university, look like your town. So a couple ways we do that here in Kalamazoo is we have a very, very heavy nonprofit community. So we have long-standing partnerships with several nonprofits in the community. Kalamazoo is a wonderful place to live, but it is not without its needs, right? We have one of the higher homelessness populations in the state, especially among K through 12 students. So we do a lot of partnerships with public schools. We identified that need and we've supported it. We do a lot with food security, working with our pantry on campus to make sure the Broncos, that's our mascot, that Broncos get fed. We have two local neighborhoods where our officers have served as board members for those neighborhoods during their tenures as vice president or president, because we help them with spring into the streets and fall into the streets every year and help with their senior citizens get their yards cleaned up for free, so they don't have to worry about doing that themselves and have the burden of risking injury or illness getting out in inclement weather. Our college students can do that for them. So again, we've identified some ways that we can support Kalamazoo using the skills that we have, and also we're a research institution. So ALD does a lot of scholarship during their junior and senior year here with poster presentations and getting involved with research, innovation, and other creative scholarship endeavors at Western. And we can make those social activities too, right? A poster presentation feels a lot better when you have 10 of your ALD friends coming to support you with it, right? And so, sharing out your successes with your chapter, sharing them out with national headquarters so they can brag about you. We want to be proud of our members and show off what you can do. And then finally, lean into this, right? Like, please, consider being an officer. Consider joining the board of directors as a student member at large. We rely very heavily on the feedback we get from our student officers at all the chapters across the world, as well as especially the student members at large, right? Because they have a formal seat at the table to contribute to the direction of where the organization goes in the future. And it's yours. You should have a voice in that. I can tell you very honestly that I have seen very few tasks, roles, responsibilities that students have taken on in my close to 20 years in higher education now beyond what ALD officers can provide. And I mean that as embodying that role, getting leadership development opportunities from the national headquarters, from the board of directors, when we try to think of new things to bring you each year. And national headquarters has the fun task of carrying that mission out. One of my favorite things about this organization is every single year, the people that run ALD, Dr. Merberg and her colleagues in New York, they literally think of how can we just do this better next year. It's always by increasing opportunities for you. So thinking about ALD perks and leadership development opportunities online, but also becoming an officer, right? And when you get into those interview rooms, whether it be for grad school or whether it be for your job after graduation, very few times does the employer actually care about the scale of what you did. They want to know just what you did, right? And being able to tell somebody that you led a volunteer activity for 3 years, you increased participation year over year, you increased this impact. Here's the things I learned from that experience. Here's the things that I'm doing better now because of it. That's how you get jobs, right? That's how you get into the grad schools you want. It's because it's showing that your past behavior is scalable and that you've shown skill sets with communication, playing well with others. Right? Written and oral communication is really important. Social media savvy is extremely helpful. But most importantly, that commitment to continuous improvement and just treating people well, right? Having strong ethical leadership examples in your background, all of which can be part of your leadership within your ALD chapter. And so with that said, I just sincere congratulations to all of you. Everything I talked about was future tense, but please think about celebrating today, celebrating with your family, recognizing this accomplishment in your life. Milestones are important, right? And you'll be able to move forward from this and build on your success, and just take some time to celebrate that today. Congratulations.
Awesome. Wowee. That's very motivating. Thank you, Anthony. Thanks for those words. That was hopefully you do get involved in it to the extent that you can. Even if one last thing I would say is, even if you don't want to right now or you don't think you do, you might in the future. So keep it open because you're just finishing your first year. But thank you again for attending. Oh, Anthony, was there more?
Sorry, real quick. I meant to close with this, but I hope we see all of you at the ALD Summit. I'll toss the link in chat, but the ALD Summit is coming up in 2 weeks, I think. Dr. Is that right?
April 21st. Yeah.
And the summit is just another example of what the National Headquarters staff has brought, because we do a wonderful job at the conference, but the conference can only house a couple hundred students each year, right? And the summit balances that out. So I'll drop the link in chat, but please RSVP. Oh, Danielle
Danielle did it.
Right. Thanks, Dr. Merberg.
Awesome. Great. Okay, well, that concludes our ceremony. So thank you. Congratulations again to everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for attending. Have a great afternoon, a great weekend ahead. Happy Solar Eclipse Monday.